today. From Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Set to return, this is Brandon Cooks. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Pickup brings up third.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. 51 yards on the punt there. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Brings up second.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quarterback is sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They went 3-and-out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Here's Cooks on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Game over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
At their own 30.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
The pass.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff looking right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
The
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tackled at the 32-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Montez perfect on the tackle. A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, John Gruden says, let's try and get 3 out of this. This from 44 yards out, left hash. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Bengals nothing.
And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
8-yard pickup. And the Las Vegas first.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
On the play. And it brings up
out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. So out come the Raiders. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Number 81.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this one complete on the slant route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
Raiders 17, Bengals nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. not quite the ending they were looking for.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Josh Oliver has thrown a touchdown pass.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Number 34 on the carry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Again, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Mixon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
To Brandon Cooks. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
2-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 3.
The 47-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Number 87. It's a gain of 6. First down, Las Vegas.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
4 on the carry.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
The pass.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
And the Raider first
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
34.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. But Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
From 3 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And the pressure gets to him again.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raider.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cooks on the return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
By the Raiders. They'll take over.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this one through the uprights and good. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The ball carried by number 30.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack.
The quarterback.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
The ball carried by number 3.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for Las Vegas,
you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.